kids, have you seen Kira and Steve? It's time to tell the story, and I think they're lost. Maybe they're in Eric's office. Sometimes they sneak in there to do a little extra work, so let's check it out. No, they're definitely not there. I've got one more idea. Come follow me. We've got such a good story to tell. Let's see if they're in here. They might be in room 1. Let's go see. Hey kids, look who I found. There you guys are. Did you get lost?
I got lost in some schoolwork, sorry.
Well, do you have time for the story?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's do this. Well, since we found you guys, I think it's appropriate that we celebrate.
Well, I have the perfect thing.
That's awesome. Our Bible story today, the full passage, actually talks about 3 different things that were lost and then found. The passage talks about a lost sheep, a lost coin, and the lost son. But we're actually just going to focus on that last section of the lost son. Now, where can they find that, Kira?
Luke chapter 15, verses 11 to 32.
It's an amazing story. It talks about a son who decided to go his own way. And so he went to his dad and asked for a big pile of money. And the amazing thing is, his dad gave it to him. And so the son took all of his money, he went into the city, and he just had a big party. Suddenly he had lots of food, and he had lots of friends because he had all this money. And he just partied all night long and into the next day and into the next week until his money ran out. And as soon as his money ran out, his friends left him. He had nothing to eat. He had nowhere to stay. And eventually he started feeding pigs so he would at least have a place to sleep. And he was so hungry that he felt like eating the food that he was giving to the pigs. He was lost. Now, sometimes I think we feel a bit like that. Sometimes when we do something wrong or we're feeling all alone and we feel lost. But the good news is that's exactly why Jesus came. There's a verse in the Bible, and it's a little bit later on in Luke, and it says exactly that. Kira's going to read the verse for us right now.
This is found in Luke 19, verse 10. For the Son of Man came to seek and to save the lost.
So that's why Jesus came, to seek and save the lost. So what happens to the boy in the story? What happens to the lost son? Does he ever find his way home? Does he have to pay back his dad for all the money that he took? Well, you can find out what happens by reading the story yourself or with a parent or an adult you trust, and then ask your parent or an adult what they learned from the story today. And then there's a video you can watch online, and there's also some activity sheets. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for helping me find Kira and Steve. And so it's the 3 of us saying,
See you next week.